Understanding confidence interval statement for the sample mean.
What is confidence interval? It is the mean of your estimate plus and minus the variation in that estimate. This is the range of values you expect your estimate to fall between if you redo your test within a certain confidence level. Confidence in statistics is another way to describe your probability.
An interval estimate called the confidence level is a range of values used to estimate a parameter. This estimate may or may not contain the true parameter value.
The difference level of an interval estimate of the parameter is the probability that the interval estimate contains the parameter. It describes what percentage of interval for many different samples contain the unknown population parameter.
For the confidence interval formula, we have Ci for the confidence interval for infinite population, X for sample mean, Z is the value for confidence level, S is a sample standard deviation, and N for number of elements in a sample.
Steps of confidence interval. Step 1, determine the sample size. Step 2, determine the sample mean. Step 3, determine the standard deviation.
Step 4, determine the confidence interval implied. Step 5, find the C-value for the chosen confidence interval. Step 6, calculate the following formula. And step 7, come to a decision.
Ito yung problem natin. Ang mean natin is 3.5, yung standard deviation is 1.71, and the sample size is 6. Bago natin makuha yung 95% of confidence intervals, hanapin muna natin yung degree of freedom. Ang degree of freedom natin is n minus 1. So, sample size is 6 minus 1 is equals to 5. And pag titignan natin siya sa t-score or t-table, ang magiging value natin is 2.571. Yan ang magiging value ng 5 sa 95% confidence interval pag tinignan sa t-score or t-table. Next, hahanapin natin yung standard error, which is SE is equals to S over square root of N. So, 1.71 yung standard deviation. So, yung standard error is equals to S over square root of N. So, standard deviation 1.71 and square root of N is equals to 6. So, ang magiging sagot niyan is, pag i-square natin yung 6, magiging 2.4 na siya. And pag sinulog natin yan, magiging 0.71. So, ito na yung SE natin. So, pagkatapos yan, yung SE natin, ita-times natin siya sa t-value, which is yung 2.571. So, SE times TV is equals to, so 0.71 times 2.571 is equals to 1.81. So, paano natin malalaman yung upper? Ang gagawin natin is yung mean plus yung sagot dito. So, 1.81. Ito na yung upper natin. So, 3.5 plus 1.81 is equals to 5.31. And paano malaman yung lower? So lower, minus lang siya. Pag upper, plus. Pag lower, minus. So 3.5 minus 1.81 is equals to 1.69. So ito yung upper natin at lower. So dito siya, okay, so 1.69 yung nandito and 5.31 yung nandito. So, paano natin malalaman yung margin of error? Ang margin of error natin is ME equals to 1.96. Yung 1.96, nakuha yun doon sa pag dinesimal natin yung 95%, magiging 0.95 plus 1 over 2. 0.95 plus 1 over 2 is equals to 0.975. So, paano nakuha yung 1.96? Tinignan natin naman siya sa z-score. Pag tinignan natin siya sa z-score, yung 0.9750 is, ang equivalent niya is 1.96. So, yan tayo, 1.96. And then, ita-times natin siya sa mean na 3.5 square root ulit ng sample size natin, which is 6. So, 2.4. Pag sinolve yan, 2.85. So, ito yung ME natin. Ito yung upper natin. At ito yung lower natin.
So, for the letter A, find a 95% confidence interval for the population mean of a test score. So, para mahanap natin yung population, yung confidence interval ng 95%, gagamit tayo ng formula na ito. So, which is AL is equal to CI plus 1 divided by 2. So, para makuha, gagawin muna natin siyang decimal yung 0.95, which is magiging 0.95 plus 1 divided by 2. So, ang magiging sagot natin is 0.975. Kapag hinanap mo siya sa z-table, magiging 1.96. So, ito na yung value ng z natin doon sa formula ng confidence interval. Okay, for the next one naman, para doon sa formula ng confidence interval, which is CI is equal to X plus ZC times S divided by to the square root of N. So, yung dun sa given natin kanina, which is, meron tayong given na dalawa, yung 5.4, and then yung 50, and then yung 79. So, ang S natin, ang value niyan is 5.4, ang X naman is 79, ang N is 50. So, yung sinasabi kong value nung Z natin is ito, which is yun yung ilalagay natin dito na given. So, 1.96. So, pag plinag in natin to dun dito sa mismong formula, itong magiging kalabasan yan. So, for the X, we have 79 plus 1.96, and then for the S is 5.4 square root of 50. So, ang gawin natin, I-divide natin tong dalawa, which is, ang magiging sagot niyan is 0.76368. Yan yung value ng ating standard error. So, ang kakalabasan niyan is 79 plus 1.96 times 0.76368. Ngayon, pag na-plugin mo na yan, ang susunod na gagawin, ipagta-times mo tong dalawa. So, which is, ang magiging sagot niyan is 1.4968. And for the next one is, ganun na ulit, 7 plus, wag kakalimutan ang plus and minus. 79 plus and minus 1.4968. So, yan na yon. Ngayon, hanapin na natin ang lowest and highest. So, oh my God, hindi na pala kita. Sorry. Now, pag hanapin natin yung lowest and highest, ang lowest, gagawin lang natin 79 minus 1.4968 is equal to 77.5032. And then for the highest naman, 79 plus 1.4968, which is 80.4963. So, ito na yung highest and lowest natin. So, nag-range ang 95% CI sa 77.532 to 80.4963. Gets? So, ito na yung magiging sagot natin. So, as you can see, for the letter B, what is the value of margin of error? So, as I said, nga naman, ibibigay ko muna ang given. For the given, para hindi kayo malito, S 5.4 X is equal to 79 N is equal to 50 and Z is equal to 1.96. So, yan yung given natin. And for the formula of margin of error, we have ME is equal to ZC times S divided by to the square root of N. So, as I said, ipla-plug natin yung value ng Z, which is 1.96. Then, we will going to plug the S, which is 5.4 over square root of N, which is yung 50. Then, once na kinalculate mo to sa calculator or sa scientific calculator, ang lalabas is 1.4968, which is yung 1.4968 natin, ito na yung ME natin, yung margin of error natin.
Another example to how to find z-score and to compute confidence interval. So, first, hahanapin mo yung z-value for confidence level. So yung formula is AL equals CL plus 1 plus L. So yung confidence level natin is 95%. So magiging 0.95 plus 1. Yung L natin is 2. So yung 2 na yun is constant. Yan, ilalagay dyan. So kapag sinolve yan, magiging 0.975. Ito na yung Z value, Z score. Then, kapag hahanapin na natin yung Z value for confidence interval, pumunta ka sa sa Z-score table, then hanapin mo yung number na to. Then yung sagot dun is nakatapat siya sa 1.9, nakatapat siya sa 1.9. Tapos yung taas nun is nakatapat siya sa 0.06. So ilalagay mo na lang dito is 6. So yung Z value for confidence level is 1.96. Ito na yung Z value natin, 1.96. Then kapag nabuo na yung given, pwede mo na compute yung confidence interval. So formula niya is confidence interval equals mean plus Z value for confidence level, ZC, and standard deviation yung S. Yung mean natin ay yung sample size natin is tas N yung sample size. Then ko-compute na. Equals yung mean natin is 64 dito. Yung Z value naman natin is 1.96. Yung standard deviation naman natin is 4.5. Then yung sample size natin is 40. So yan, first yung dalawa to, yung itong dalawa pagdi-divide mo muna. So ito ulit ikakopy mo muna to, yung 64 plus 1.96. So kapag na-divide mo na itong dalawa, yung lalabas is 0.71151. Then so okay na, diba? Nasolve mo na to. So next, hahanapin mo na yung yung lowest term nito. So ito first pala, ito muna, pagtatimes mo muna yung 1.96 times 0.71151. So ikakapin mo na lang to, 64, tapos plus, pag pinag-times mo to, lalabas is 1.3964. So yan. Then equals, next dito is hahanapin mo yung lowest term. So 64, kung hanapin mo yung lowest term, magiging minus siya. So magiging 1.3964 equals, yung sagot is 62.6054. Ito yung lowest. Then kapag hahanapin naman yung highest is 64 plus 1.3964 equals 65.3946. Ito na yung highest. So yun, ganun lang kadali.
So, next example, we have mean na 8 and standard deviation na 1.41 and sample size na 5. So, sa susunod po, steps natin is hanapin natin yung degree of freedom. So, sa degree of freedom po natin, meron po tayong sample size which is yung 5 minus 1. So, 5 minus 1 is equals to 4. So, yung 4 po, hahanapin po natin siya sa t-table, which is Ang value po yan is 2.700. Diba? And susunod po natin is, hanap po natin dito, susunod naman po is standard error po. So sa standard error, meron po tayong standard deviation over squared of ng sample size. So dito po, yung value po ng S natin is 1.41. Yung standard deviation po natin and yung squared po ng M, yung 5 po. 5. And kung i-score na po natin yung 5, meron po siya 2.2. So, 1.41 times 2.2 is equal to 0.64. So, after po natin makuha ito, meron naman po tayong next steps which is standard error times yung value po ng t-table. So, yung standard error po natin is 0.64 times 2.776. Yung sa may t-table po natin equals 1.78. So, moving on naman sa ating upper and lower. Pag sa upper, ang gagamitin natin sign is plus 5. So, kunin natin yung mean, which is yung 8, plus yung sa, nakukuha natin na 1.78 sa standard error times sa t-table, which is 1.78. Sa lower naman, same lang siya, pero papalitan mo tong sign ng minus. So, 8 minus 1.78 is equals to 6.22. So, ito pala, pag pinag-plus mo siya, is 9.78. So, ito pala, minus siya. So, pagkatapos nito, kukunin natin yung margin error. So, sa margin error natin, kukunin natin yung decimal point ng 95%, which is 0.95. So, 0.95 plus 1 over 2. Itong plus 1 at saka over 2 is, ano na siya, given na yan. Formula na siya. So, pag pinag-ano natin sila, ang kakalabasan niya is 0.975. So, pag titignan natin to sa sa Z-score, ang mahahanap nyo doon is 1.96. So, yan siya. So, ito naman, ipagda-times natin siya dito. So, 1.96 times yung sa mean, which is itong 8 over sample size natin, which is yung 5, i-square natin siya. So, pag i-square natin yan, may makukuha tayong 2.2. So, ilalagay natin sa baba ng 8. 2.2. So, ang kakalabasan niyan is 3.55. Ito na yung margin error natin. So, para mas clear, ito yung degree of freedom natin. Ito yung standard of error natin. Yan. Tapos ito yung standard error natin times sa t-table. Ito siya. And then sa upper and lower, we have 9.78 and 6.22. And sa margin error natin, meron tayong makukuha 3.
Okay, so next, how to compute standard deviation. So, ito po yung yung given natin. Sample natin is 4.5, tapos yung mean 64, yung n is 40, then yung z value po natin is 1.96. So, yung formula ang gagamitin po natin dito is s square root by n. So, i-compute na po natin siya. 4.5 tapos 40. So, kapag gagamitin po natin tong scientific calculator and ang lalabas is ito, 0.71151. Okay. So, yan po yung magiging standard deviation natin. So, then proceed na tayo sa letter B. Yung rule of our margin error. So, now. So, yung formula na gagamitin po natin is ito. M E is equals to Z value tapos S tapos square root N. Ayan. Ito po yung gagamitin nating formula. So, ito lang din po yung yung given na gagamitin po natin. And, so, ilalagay na, compute na natin to. 1.96 tapos 4.5 tapos yung square root ng 40 square root ng 4 tama, square root ng 40 is equals to, so kapag i-compute ulit po natin siya sa sa scientific calculator, okay, 1.96 and yung lalabas po is 1.3946. Ito na po yung magiging sagot. So, yun lang po.